Hello again everybody, this is Amergan and you're very welcome back to another episode of Star Trek Fleet Command. So we're looking at this Fight for Supremacy event, guys, starting to draw to a close now very soon. 16 hours we can see there, a little over, for this monthly and daily Fight for Supremacy event. So we're going to look at a little bit of the combat side of things again, what ships seem to be working and whatever, and towards the end of the video hopefully look at this allegiance end of the event and how I have been accruing points on that. We might even get to do a wee bit of mission gameplay or something and show how the allegiance with the Romulans in terms of completing missions actually works. Okay guys, so I'm gonna hit this boss commander if I don't get hit first. Let's see if we can find one. There's one there. We'll go straight in on him. Now, the points I'm sitting on right now for this Fight for Supremacy, 269. We'll see what this Fortunate does. 272. So another 3,000 on that Fortunate. Now I have my Bortas and Centurion ready to go, so by all accounts these faction ships are the ships you want to be using on these bosses. So I'm going to use a 277 Bortas and a 348 Centurion on one of these bosses and see how we get on. And jump in and take a quick look the second day of this event. So we've looked at those points already. That's very similar to yesterday's, guys. And again, of course, you want to be aiming for the 10 million. So we'll see how my Bortas and Centurion does. I still have this blueprint to get, and there's 230k in titanium there. So the destruction of those two faction ships will come to about 150k or thereabouts. So I should still be in profit if I get very close to the 10 million from the two hits. So we'll see how the both of them do. The allegiance to the Romulans, you can see I'm in 20th place there now. Going alright. Looking at these kind of rewards, well, we looked at that yesterday, and that's from completing missions. And the Fight for Supremacy leaderboard, 30 blueprints for first, second and third place. You can see our man Phil and Darky are heading that up with Devil from Sauce in third place. So the boys are really stepping it up for this one. Now I'm a minute out with those two ships, so I'm just going to see how this completing missions. There's a place called Home mission there. People have been looking for that. So I've done all the prerequisites, guys. They're in the new systems. You look at the previous video, I showed you roughly where those new systems are. A place called Home. I'm going to complete it now. We can see there that the rewards have a wee grayed out box. So let's see what we get for this mission. And it's not very clear at all, but the officers jumped up there, so there's clearly officer shards of some kind in that. There you go, a Romulan recruit was in that, guys. So we'll hit that. One chest. And we get Nero. And a handful of others. So my ships are arriving in hostile space, so we don't want them to be getting hit by any other ships except the boss commanders. So as soon as the Bortas arrives, I'm going to try it with the Bortas first, and then we'll hit it with the Centurion. We're just about ready to go. Very interested to see how this works out. And here we go. Now to repair that Bortas 51k. So we're a winner in this somewhere. So that looks like that completed that event for me, guys. I'll speed up this Bortas. Look at the repair cost on the Centurion. So 77, so all in there, just shy of 140k, guys. A fair wee bit of titanium profit out of completing that mission that way. So we'll let that ship repair and move on. So I'm going to use a Talla on these commanders, guys. Tier 3 Talla. 30k in strength there. I've got Livis on the bridge. I like Livis. He's ready to be upgraded as well. So we're going to send this Talla in and see how it performs by comparison to the Fortunate, the ECS Fortunate. So a couple of minutes for that to arrive. We'll open a couple of my officer crates just in the meantime. Now that's not an officer crate, obviously. So here we are. So standard recruit. I always like to get Cadet Scotty out of this, or Sulu. Sulu will offer me 1000 officer EXP because I haven't tiered him up. He's one of these officers that I need faction credits used on to tier him up to his next level. I'll show you that now in a wee second. And I get 1000 officer EXP in lieu of his shards when he pops out. And obviously Cadet Scotty's the other one I go for, and I like to see come out there because the stronger Cadet Scotty is, the more warp range he offers. Now in here, even though Kirk is an epic, he has a chance of dropping out of these. It would be nice if you got the like of a Kirk or any of them high level officers out of this chest. Nothing too amazing there, but it all helps. We'll see how this Talla is getting on. So another 2 minutes. So I'll just show you what I mean by Cadet Sulu. Some people may have seen a little demonstration on this at an earlier point. So there's Cadet Sulu, 75 out of 75. You can see to promote him I need 1000 Federation credits. Because I haven't done that, presumably, then every time one of his shards drops out of a chest, I'll get 1000 officer EXP in lieu. So that's a nice way to build up your officer EXP and then participate in some of these officer events that take place. Now this one isn't really worth it for me because it's only for 5000. It's only 5000 power steel, which is easy got the first level. Then for 20k it's 2-star materials, which I don't really use anymore, and small enough amounts of materials. So for 50k to go up here and still 2-star, 3 common refined crystal, not worth it for me, guys. For some of you it may be, but that's what I would recommend stockpiling your officer EXP for, completing those events. There are other limited time officer events that offer different rewards and very worthwhile in some cases, particularly when titanium is part of the rewards. So we'll be here shortly. You can see that I've got the Bortas and Centurion ready to go again. There are a few other guys in here doing this as well, but there's plenty of these ships about, and it's just all about, if you're hostile with these guys, it's all about avoiding the attack ships that they send after you when you arrive in the system. So I'll be back when that 1 minute winds down, guys. So we're in this system, guys. We're going to hit this with the Talla before this ship comes in on us. You can see there the damage has already been done to it, so we'll see what this Talla does. Now I'm hoping a 30k Talla isn't too out of reach for some of you guys in terms of being able to demonstrate how this works. Okay, so it's obviously going to be destroyed. 328 titanium repair costs, not huge. So we're going to send our other two ships here. And there's no health bar showing on that other one for some reason, or that. So this is the one we want to be going after because it's been damaged already. And in 2 minutes we'll do that. We'll take a quick look at the Talla battle log. Now I may not have the previous battle logs when the Fortunate hit, but we'll get the next battle logs in a moment. So the Talla went 4 rounds with that. A little bit of damage, more than I would have expected. Let's see if I have these others. So I think these are yesterday's. There's the Fortunate. There's a different crew on that. Who was this? That was the Centurion. 16 rounds with the Centurion. I'm just going to flick really quickly through this, guys, because my ships should be arriving any moment. And we'll take a look at the new battle logs when those two get their hits in. Okay, so the Centurion has arrived. Let's see if we can find this. That's the one. So we hit it with the Bortas first. I hope that's the right ship. The other one might have got me. It may be an epic fail here. Okay, so it was destroyed there. Let's go and take a look and see what has happened. Okay, so the strike force hit me first. Didn't help matters. So there is the Bortas attack on that ship. That's the ship that attacked me. Should have maybe given the run around a wee bit, but I wanted to get in as quick as possible. And there's the damage in that. So quick look just at the battle log on these. You see them officer abilities kicking in a fair bit. And we look at the Centurion. Yeah, sorry about that, because it just seems to jump into the end of the battle log. Depends on where you exit, I think, the previous battle log. Okay. Decent damage there from the Centurion. Okay, so it says winner here. So there are the 4 legionary blueprints to go along with the 4 I got the previous day and the 4 before that. So we should be sitting on something like 12 now. Just pop back in here for a second. Okay, so 16 hours left on the monthly leaderboard at rank 11. So that's the rewards I'm looking at. And a fair bit behind 10th place, but a good lead out in front of 12th. So I'd expect to finish within that tier of rewards on that. You can see over here, these fight for supremacies are completed. 10 million points. And a fair wee bit of titanium as a reward. So I've just missed out on any more rewards for this Romulan Allegiance event, guys, and chat has moved on in our alliance as to what any possible future event might look like. Some suggestion there might be an Easter event. Others think St. Patrick's Day event coming soon would be a nice touch, especially given that a lot of the original testers in this game were Irish and there's an Irish history to it. So we'll grab these rewards first here. Nice enough, rank 5th, not too bad there. And the last thing left here now is the Fight for Supremacy leaderboard. I'm in 11th place, so I'll hope to get back into the top 10. But looking forward to now potential new events. Some people are discussing what might happen in such an event like a St. Patrick's Day event. So we're thinking that a nice green reward for any Irish guys, so green and fitting, any Irish guys that have been testing this game back in the day. If our national holiday is going to be hijacked by a company for their own promotional purposes, then a wee gift to all them Irish guys that tested their product for them would be very, very fitting, like 1 billion titanium or something like that. And likewise, there's loads of ideas knocking about as to who might be a potential new officer along the lines of the Steve Aoki thing. So I like McGregor, you can see there. Other people suggested Bono and different things. Earlier suggestions were along the lines of Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber and things, but not being Irish, that wouldn't be fitting for St. Patrick's Day. But I'd certainly look forward to the contact from Scopely should they use these ideas, and the royalties package that'll come for my intellectual property rights on coming up with that. So that's it for now, guys. That event's over. I'm going to leave you all for now and catch up with you guys again in a future video. And until then, take care of yourselves and chat to you soon. Cheers.